Yo, YouTube, what is up, man? It's your boy DMD, and right now I'm about to go over Akademiks live stream about Kendrick Lamar winning the Grammys, and he's gonna talk about a whole bunch of different topics. I was gonna go live about this. I don't feel like going live, so I'm just gonna make a video. I'm just gonna, chop up some videos on it. So let's see what good old Aki Wacky got to say about Kendrick Lamar dominating the Grammys.
He's been a fan. Huh? I think my internet issues have been fixed. I want to salute to the people, the great people who work for my internet company. They expeditiously tried to fix the issue. And yeah, the issue wasn't in my house. It was like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. But they dispatched like 10 trucks. You'd have thought it was like an emergency. So I definitely want to shout out to them. Anyway, chat, welcome. A lot of stuff to discuss. I feel like the last few days, especially last night in particular, a lot of stuff went on, right? So we do have a bunch of things to talk about. Obviously, I'm speaking about or alluding to the Grammys, but there's a shit ton of other topics to discuss as well. So, we got the A$AP Rocky trial that's currently going on, where we're kind of getting a more clearer picture of what is going to most likely be the outcome here. I got to let y'all know early on, Rakim is looking better and better every day. Pause. Okay, and that's the case. The case of A$AP Rocky versus pretty much A$AP Relly. It appears that his case looks stronger and stronger every day, and we've heard even some rumors that the prosecutors are not that thrilled about the rest of the case that they still have yet to present. So we'll get to all of that. How's everybody feeling? Okay, how's everybody feeling? Okay. Seems like everybody's doing good. Yeah, we are. We're still not back on Twitch yet, but we will get there when we get there. Just stay tuned for word. And again, I want to salute the good people over at Twitch. Right? All right. Somebody says, somebody said, "Act survived last week, man. You can survive what you're going through right now." Yeah. No, I think that's a great testament, to anybody going through anything in life. If y'all got to be able to survive a week, man. Y'all have to be able to survive a week. Now, first and foremost, let me just jump in some of the things that we're going to be talking about. Again, I do want to get to the Rocky trial. I do know a lot of y'all want me to talk about this, the Drake stuff, the Kendrick stuff. I will say this. And I guess this is my opening spiel before I get into the Grammy stuff. Let me just put this up. Kendrick Lamar Grammys. Boy, this nigga won a lot of Grammys, huh? Hey. And I thought I was being fair when I was doing the predictions. I ain't even predicted him pretty much getting a sweep. I want to say definitely 100% congratulations to Kendrick Lamar for winning all the Grammys for Not Like Us. I think, and I hope, this is going to be the start of healing for rap fans. I think rap has been fucked up since this beef, bro. I'm going to be honest.
Here he goes again. He just mad because Drake lost. Healing what? We celebrating. What are you talking about healing? Shut up. See, this is why you in the position that you in. This is why people say that you're a dick sucker. People say that this is why you a goddamn meat gobbler. Healing what? You the one healing. Your stupid ass the one that's under fire. You're saying inappropriate things to a 15-year-old. Ain't nobody healing. We laughing at your stupid ass. Well, I know I'm laughing at your dumb ass.
Honest with you. You can't really name a shit ton of great projects you've gotten. You can't even name a bunch of artists you've been really excited about dropping. A lot of people have stayed out the way. And these days, it appears that the headlines are either derivative of that same battle that's been done and over with, or it's piling on into the gossip rumor mills and the news rumor mills and the lawsuits and everything. And I'm going to be honest with you, watching Kendrick Lamar win those awards last night, number one, you're not going to have me sit here and say he doesn't deserve them. One of the biggest songs, and we're going to remove the diss part from it. It's one of the biggest rap songs. And I think he deserved every award he got. However, I do think that after seeing that, at some point, we got to start some healing. Because I be watching fans be bickering so much. It's like neck to neck. It's like everybody's at each other's neck.
Shut the fuck up. You only say that because you lost. Because your rich baby daddy got his ass whooped. If Drake would have won this, you still would have been celebrating. Shut up, man. God, this nigga get on my damn nerves. Shut your dick sucking ass up.
I feel like I'm watching like Ariana Grande fans and Nicki Minaj fans just fight all day on Twitter. So when I saw Kendrick won, I was like, you know what? Shit, I didn't think he was going to win Record of the Year or Song of the Year, but damn, for hip hop to win, I thought that was dope. I'll definitely say I hope we can get to some healing. At some point, music has to move on. Like, we're going to have to move on. And
nope, never going to move on. Tell Drake to move on. Tell your rich baby daddy to move on. Because he's still doing what he doing. We ain't moving on to shit. He only say this because his favorite artist lost. I guarantee you, if Drake would have won, man, he'll still be throwing it in people's face. He'll be celebrating. He'll be drunk, getting passed out on live stream. Man, shut your bitch ass up.
We could sit here and argue semantics. Has the artist themselves moved on? Some people would say no. Some people like, no, well, Drake keeps showing that he's hurt. And then be like, well, Kendrick keeps egging it on. I get it. And by the way, I still don't think that culminated means it's done. I think the Super Bowl is probably going to be the Super Bowl, in like really all pun intended, for this moment. And I think Kendrick deserves his moment. He should perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. It just is what it is. He should. The song's a huge song. Obviously, I think Drake fans and obviously Drake himself is not that fond of maybe the content of what's being said on the song and the accusations. But again, it was a rap battle. Nigga came out with a nice song. Is it factual? No, but who gives a fuck? Let a nigga win his award, and I think him celebrating that moment with the Super Bowl, I'm hoping. I'm telling you, this is my new hope. Because I feel like we've been going through an election season. You know how you know I told you I stopped, I don't even want to talk politics no more, because once the election's over, we ain't got nothing more to talk about. Y'all know who the president is. Let's just keep living life. And in 4 years, maybe 4 years from now, maybe we could talk more about all this politics stuff in the sense of the president, right? At some point, I'm looking for hip hop to kind of come back to, and I'm not saying the entire hip hop is divided, but most of the derivative things that's happening in hip hop these days from this battle, it's nothing good. It's just a bunch of noise. It's a bunch of
that you created, that you helped create it. You was a part of all this noise. As much propaganda, as much lies, as much bullshit that you were saying out there on the behalf of Drake, you started this wildfire. So don't cry, complain that it's exploded back in your face. You only saying this because Drake lost. If Drake would be winning, if Drake would have won, you still would have been celebrating. Just like how everybody else is celebrating that Kendrick loss. So you shut your bitch ass up. You mad because your rich baby daddy got his ass whooped, nigga.
Memes, talking heads going back and forth. People think they have to pick sides. And I get it. Drake's my favorite rapper. So if that's the side you want to say, I'm on, cool. But I want to get back to the point where we could give both of these artists props. That's why I started by playing Kendrick Lamar today. I'm like, yo, that was a phenomenal sweep. Congrats to him. Doesn't mean Drake's not my favorite. And hip hop to me was a lot more fun when fans weren't so on one side or the other that it's almost like blood in your eyes.
Like you? Like how you was in the beginning? Like when you was dogging Kendrick Lamar and you was saying that there's no way that Drake, that Kendrick could win? It's funny how this nigga is now trying to backtrack all the bullshit that he been saying for the last 6 months. Man, shut your damn dick sucking ass up, man. God damn. Now he want to be kumbaya. Now he wants everybody to get over it. No, nigga, we ain't getting over shit. Does he not remember all the bullshit that he said, especially in the beginning of the beef and in the battle when Drake, everybody thought that Kendrick Lamar was not going to drop. Everybody was talking shit, including Akademiks. He was the main ringleader. Man, shut the fuck up. God damn, this nigga get on my nerves.
And I don't know if it's, again, I'm not blaming fans necessarily because I think the artists themselves kind of contribute to it. But again, we need some healing in hip hop, man. This battle can't be the last dance of mainstream what we care about hip hop. So congrats to Kendrick. We're gonna get into it. By the way, I think he did speeches for 2 songs two awards. Song of the Year, Record of the Year. We'll get to those. He did win 3 others. He pretty much won all the categories he was nominated in. Best music video. Was there best rap music or just music? I think he won best music video. He won best rap song and I think best rap performance. And I don't know if he was nominated for Best Melodic, but 5 Grammys, which super impressive. Now, we'll play a little bit of, I don't know how the Recording Academy is going to allow me to rock out today. Matter of fact, let me get on Twitter. I know Fearbook probably got it. Or actually, does Fearbook got it? Let's see. Oh, The Weeknd got an apology from the Grammys? Oh, my bad, what the fuck? Oh, we got to go see that. Kanye showed up to the Grammys. I don't know how much of that we could show. Let's just do a whole Grammy recap. Let me not just jump to the Kendrick Lamar thing first. We should do a whole Grammy recap. And let's go through some of the moments that was happening because a lot of people are covering it in real time. I'm going to be honest with you. For an award show that I think, sometimes the culture is talked down on, there was no award show that gave, and obviously, Kai was there and so many people were there and so many shit was going on. I felt like that. I want to see the ratings for this Grammys. I felt like everybody was tuned in. Everybody was very locked into the Grammys. Kanye West showed up, which, by the way, I never thought Kanye.
I don't want to hear this part. All right, skip over this. Talks about Kai. All right, let's get to this right here.
Wait, crazy? Is this a rising? It's about Drake. He killed Drake, but I do think that Kendrick and the whole thing. No? So I wanted to get said was rooting a lot of hate for Drake. She looks down at her foot, and I know she's a woman, she's wore heels, but you could tell she's trying to model. Look. So I could see, like, this is a plan. Hey, model in front of these bitch-ass niggas. Look, right here. Yo, they are legit serious with this shit, man. Somebody say she's his muse? I guess. You can't give a fuck about them type of lawsuits. And also, yeah, I never wanted to be walking around naked. I think that happened. I want to get the Drake part. So Kanye, Drake, Grammys. So he made a little speech and mentioned Drake. Let me see what he said. Okay.
So Kendrick killed Drake. He's dead. Yeah, for now. You know, you can't ever count out Steph Curry. So that man might get 200 points in one, song or something. You know what it was? Like, Kendrick, like, look at the title of the creator, freestyle that he did. Like, I'm that guy, right? We have to, Drake added something to the algorithm, top frequency, he advanced, future advances, and Kendrick now advanced frequency.
I wish I had the full conversation. I know someone recorded. Hold on, let me try to find the whole thing. Pause. Hey, by the way, so we're gonna kind of analyze what he said, because I posted on Instagram. A lot of people said what he said was rooting a lot of hate for Drake, right? And I'm not too sure. Like, I think a lot of these guys, especially Kanye, who, him and Drake is going back publicly for a long time, they have something in there against, Drake, but I don't think what Kanye's saying is that personal. I think he was just, that's his analyzation of culture. I remember when Drake arrived, and I remember him on the Breakfast Club, and when I mean arrived, like, Drake is running the place, and he literally told the Breakfast Club, right now, it's about Drake. He's cracked the system, and he's figured out how to make this shit work. And I think what Kanye's basically saying is that he feels there's a new system, which we're going to try to do a decent job of analyzing. All right, give me one second. So, Kanye rant. I don't know, maybe that works. Kanye rant. There's so many of them, right? Let's look. I'm going to use my filters today. Is any over like 10 minutes or so? Oh, no. Something like you have to record the whole thing. No? So I wanted to get the whole conversation in context. Now, granted, if I was at that party, I'd be so fucking mad. Like, you can't even have side conversations. Kanye's me mugging you, tell you shut the fuck up. You can't ask the bartender for another drink. The bartender's over here listening to Kanye ramble. The place is hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, going to a Kanye event is basically just going to praise Kanye, right? All right, anyway, let me run it back one more time. Oh, maybe this is it? No, that's not it. All right, anyway, so here, let's listen again.
You can't ever count out Steph Curry. So that man might get 200 points in one, song or something. You know what it was? Like, Kendrick, like, look at the title of the creator, freestyle that he did. Like, I'm that guy, right? We have to, Drake added something to the algorithm, top frequency, he advanced, future advances, and Kendrick now advanced frequency.
Now, I don't know if you guys can hear what he's saying, but I agree with it. Like, I actually agree with what he's saying. Not necessarily with Kendrick killed Drake, but I do think that Kendrick and his success and the amount of people that, let's get out the industry people who have a reason to not like Drake for whatever reason. I think fans, and I'm being very honest here, I do think fans are saying they want something different. Fans are, like, this, again, I hate to keep saying this is an election. And even if you don't like Kendrick, or even if you don't like Drake, you got to listen to what both sides are saying. It's just like if we go to politics, Donald Trump won. People were literally saying, we don't want that Biden shit. We don't want to be here where the motherfucking illegal immigrants is going crazy. Now, obviously, maybe Trump takes it too far. But anyway, the point is this. When an election happens, you have to listen to the people, right? And I do believe that there is a sort of election type vibe with this Kendrick and Drake thing. Now, I personally don't believe that Drake is, like, his career is killed at all. I think Drake will be absolutely fine. We'll talk about him releasing a project actually in 2 weeks very shortly. But I do believe that, and I think that's where Kanye was right, the algorithm. Drake did change music where it was about this, like, constant conveyor belt of hits that may be a little bit superficial on face value. And yes, he works with this person, but it made you feel good, right? Like, this is just a hit song. What Kendrick, I think what Ye's saying, and I kind of agree with that, if the polls are right, and if the people who are voting, it seems, are right, they want what they believe is culture, which means I don't want two people just because they numbers-wise match to hop in a studio and make an album. I want some shit that I could relate to, how you grew up, where you're from, where your morals, ethics, and codes are. I always say this, and you're going to see the parallels that I'm always going to bring with politics and hip-hop. I just think it's kind of the same thing a little bit. Like, the United States specifically is like a pendulum. It goes back and forth, right? And at times, I could predict who's going to win an election based on what's happened or what's been the vibe in the last few years. If you censor free speech, if you promote all of these things that maybe not everybody's with, yeah, of course you could be an elephant. Of course, turn your 3-year-old into from a guy to a girl. At some point, it pushes back the other way, saying, this is too much. Enough is fucking enough, right? And it goes in the other direction, right? All right, nigga, Okay, cool. You're deporting the illegal immigrants who doing the crime. Wait, now you're deporting the illegal immigrants who've been here for like 2 generations who just haven't got it. It swings back. So like the thought of like how people think. This is some dumb shit. What people want is usually really in the middle, but no one stays in the middle, right? Like for example, Trump. I was on Donald Trump's Jr.'s page early today on Instagram. Huge gun guy. I'm pretty sure they're going to make some executive orders or whatever to lower or make it easier for people to have guns. It's going to be cool. Everybody's going to be, yeah, that's what we need. Biden was not trying to let that happen. Then there are going to be a couple mass shootings, and we're going to be like, whoa, bring that shit back. So what I'm trying to say is that, like, usually the human mind, even outside of music, we're always constantly trying to find that place of balance, right? And I do think that hip-hop, for a while, lost that, not necessarily lost, but that cultural essence that I think some people are hoping that Kendrick is representing. And I think he's very smart. Kendrick's really smart. I've always told you that. Because even in the song that he dropped afterwards, the one with the tied up laces or whatever the case is, was it this one? You hear Kendrick even saying it. I'm gonna watch the party die. He's almost kind of signaling that this one, where he's like, you're gonna see that corporate, we're just doing bullshit fluff music with maybe not enough substance that's true to the culture. That's gonna go away. I'm gonna be representing cultural, true to some real grassroots shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what that is. I don't know if I'm making sense to somebody. I hope I am. Right? So what I'm trying to
Hey, just blabbing. Shut up.
say is that I do believe that the rap beef, other than the beef, right? I do think that after the beef and you see all these people still going with that energy is because of the election factor. They're trying to pick what do you want, right? And I know a lot of people who say, yeah, that's all good, but wait till summertime. Ain't nobody voting for no culture in summertime. They want ass shaking. They want bitches. They want niggas throwing one.
No, that's what you want. That's what you want.
And bitches, you know what I mean, twerking. Let's see. But right now, I do think that there is happening a movement or a wave, it seems, that seems cultural. And, you got to admit that, right? Anyway, let me get back to what Kanye was saying. Did that make sense? Did that make sense, chat? You got to look at y'all to make sure I'm making some sense out here. That make sense? But he made a whole album for West Coast Party. Well, okay. I'm trying to figure out a better way to explain it. Kendrick just representing that, even I know, so he made a West Coast album, but he's bringing it back to like the grassroots. Like I've always said in history and time, usually extremeness goes that way, right? Like if you still think like you're in the 50s, right? I feel like Kendrick fans are conservatives, right? They're conservatives because they remember an era in music that wasn't about all these things that Kendrick even called Drake out for. You're over here doing dumb shit on social media. Well, that's called getting engagement. You're linking with streamers. Well, that's kind of how this works now. You're hanging out with female rappers. I see 2 bitches. Well, that's kind of what's the norm now. Drake has embraced how hip hop is going, right? If it means dumbing down his flow, swag rapping with Yachty, kicking it with Sexy Red, doing all of these things, which again is progressive, right? So I would say,
Progressive at 38 years old, when you're reaching 40, you still want to swag rap. You don't want to elevate. You don't want to talk about anything different. You just want to keep marketing yourself to the young crowd and not developing as an artist and as a person and as a human being and as a man. Nah, you just want to stay a kid forever, huh, Peter Pan? Dang, I think that was bars right there. You know what? We're going to end it off right there. We got some more videos coming up. DJ Akademiks crying about Kendrick Lamar winning and making up excuses. Act like he didn't start all this. Nigga, you started all this bullshit.